Rob, thank you. Well, March is Women's History Month, so we are taking an in-depth look at the gender pay gap, the difference in earnings between men and women. While women's labor force participation has grown significantly since the second half of the 20th century, on average, women are still making about 20 cents less to the dollar compared to men. I dug through the new data and found that women of color are even more disproportionately affected. According to the Department of Labor, during World War I, the number of women in the labor force significantly increased, even though women remained in concentrated industries like domestic and personal service and factory work. In 1920, women made up about 20% of the labor force. In 2021, women made up about 47%. But there is still a long way to go in the fight for equality. According to new data released by the Pew Research Center, the gender pay gap has barely budged in 20 years. In 2002, women earned an average of 80 cents to the dollar of what men made. In 2022, that number only jumped 2 cents to 82.
It doesn't surprise me, but to me, it's a sad reflection of the United States.
Janine Sam is the head of HR of the Gun Lake Tribe. She says while that 82 to the dollar statistic is troubling, what concerns her more is the fact that Native American women make even less. According to the National Women's Law Center, Indigenous women are paid only 60 cents for every dollar paid to white, non-Hispanic men.
There shouldn't be the level of disparity in this country, and it is solvable.
It's solvable if everyone at an organization or company commits to the change, including Janine, who has an all-female HR staff. She knows the change is possible because she's seen it happen. Within the tribe, their numbers are sitting well above the 60 cent to the dollar average.
Women in general, 93 cents to every dollar that a man is paid.
93 cents. So how is the tribe able to do it? Well, they get help from an outside third party to help fill the gaps wherever they can.
If we found a position out of market, if they were underpaid for the market, this leadership said, put them at that wage and allowed us to make those pay adjustments. We pay them accordingly because that's what a good employer should do, regardless of their gender.
But Indigenous women are not the only group disproportionately affected. Data shows Black women were paid 58 cents to the dollar of what non-Hispanic white men were paid in 2020.
So Black women sit with two marginalized identities, and so we often experience both racism and sexism.
Amari Brown is the Inclusion Program Manager at the Grand Rapids Chamber. Her work focuses on trying to bridge these gaps in our community by working with companies, hiring managers, and recruiters to level the playing field for men and women.
It's a troubling statistic to think about, but I do have hope that we're doing some good work in the area and that change can happen.
She says it's going to take a lot of factors to change these statistics, but says a good place to start is with an internal audit, as the Gun Lake Tribe does. Also looking at your hiring practices and then committing to equality and change.
I sincerely believe that there are people, especially in our community, who want to do this work, is that we see substantial change to decrease that gap, right?
Substantial change that's already happening in Michigan, but has the potential to grow into so much more. So we looked at race and ethnicity when it comes to the gender pay gap, specifically Black and Indigenous women in the U.S. But we do want to mention Latina women also disproportionately affected as well. The disparity is seen across the world, really. South Korea has the largest gender pay gap in the world at 31.5%. So now let's take a look at age and how that all factors in. This is an interactive tool from Pew, and it looks at the Grand Rapids, Wyoming area specifically, so here locally. And if we take a look at ages 16 and up on average, you can see that in the year 2019, women made 70 cents to the dollar compared to men. Now, if we take a look at a different age group, 16 to 29, that number jumps to 90%. That's well above the national average as well. But look what happens when we now get into the 50 plus category. 74% compares to the dollar. So age also a factor at play here. And if you are a business owner and need assistance experience taking a look at your hiring models, practices, and how to actively try to fill some of those gaps in, the Grand Rapids Chamber is offering assessments, internal audits, and trainings. All that information is now up on our website.